Well, yes, Chriselda, while quite a number of debates that have been taking place as we wait for President Jacob Zuma, of course, the issue around white monopoly capital, that's a debate that's still continuing. And I just quickly want to read a tweet here from Tony Engeni, who's one of the delegates here, who's speaking on white monopoly capital. He says that this deception that white monopoly capital does not exist and remains a white lie. It must be vehemently exposed, fought and defeated everywhere, especially in the branches of the ANC, which is quite important. Let me just quickly see if we can get a bit closer to the President. Mr. President, just in terms of the unity of the party, what would you say the level of debates have been like?
Quality debate that we have experienced, very high. And I'm very happy. We are going there. I'm going to G20.
Thank you, sir.
How are you?
Very good. We hope your stay at the venue was a comfortable stay.
Very comfortable.
Thank you.
Just cold, but very comfortable. My good sister. Are you fine?
I'm fine.
Wonderful. Good. Thank you very much. I think that you guys are doing a very good job to inform the country and the world that the ANC is meeting. As always, when it meets, it discusses very serious issues. And I'm sure you have heard, and you are reporting wonderful. We are very happy indeed. I think the quality of the debate is very high, higher than other times. I'm also happy because we met for a week. This is what we need so that we can deal with the issues. And I think we had time, we're not rushing. And people were able to discuss every issue that was on the table. And as you have seen, the ANC is always vibrant, you know? And thank you very much.
Would you say the ANC would leave here united?
The ANC has always been united. You guys don't understand the contradictions. They are healthy and constructive contradictions. That's what is in the ANC, not dangerous. Everyone.
Well, there you have it from President Jacob Zuma saying that the contradictions in the ANC are what he calls healthy contradictions that are taking place. Well, someone else might argue that it's a level that shows a level of divisions within the party, especially considering that yesterday you had Joel Nachitenze, who made the policy remarks after the plenary's discussion that took place, and where he said that the ANC's stance on the debate around white monopoly capital is that it is monopoly capital, which has been a stance that the ANC has always been on, and as Chriselda Lewis has indicated with the President as well, is that now you have the ANC Youth League, which will be giving a press briefing, expected to speak about the issue on white monopoly capital and why they resist this. We've been speaking about the issue about land expropriation as well, the level of contestation there, and speaking about someone like Derek Hanekom, who said the Constitution is perfectly fine as it is. Section 25 doesn't need to be amended, and there was a call for Derek Hanekom to be disciplined, and the other comrades of the ANC and cadres of the ANC saying that if Derek Hanekom is forced to apologize, then President Jacob Zuma must also apologize. Or if Derek Hanekom goes through a disciplinary hearing, then President Jacob Zuma must apologize for the remarks that he made during the opening session of the party, the opening session of the policy conference of the party, when he hit out at the ANC stalwarts, the 101 stalwarts, who were calling for the two-day consultative conference. We know now that the consultative conference of the stalwarts will be taking place after this policy conference, probably in August, probably in September. The date hasn't been set as yet. But if for the mere fact that you have this formation of stalwarts who still don't believe in the leadership, the current leadership of the party, it definitely shows, points to divisions within the party. And one then wonders what mechanism the ANC's leadership can use to call on the ANC stalwarts and say, let's find a common ground with regards to this issue. The ANC stalwarts have obviously said as well that the doors remain open to have the leadership of the party also at that consultative conference. But is it really an ANC consultative conference if the ANC leadership is not part of it? Chriselda, what do you make of President Jacob Zuma's remarks as well, saying that, listen, the debates that have been taking place are healthy debates. The contradictions are healthy contradictions.
Well, certainly, there, Aldrin, I think, speaking to President Jacob Zuma just a few moments ago, he seems to be entirely satisfied with the nature and the robustness of the debates that have taken place. I managed to get in that question about white monopoly capital, the discontent, which seems to be the major one here from inside the African National Congress, the youth wing. They're expressing discontent about the non-use of the word white monopoly capital. And President Jacob Zuma basically saying that the debate does continue, reiterating, of course, that none of this is cast in stone as yet. It still needs to be ratified at the elective conference in December. But in terms of the robustness, he seems to be quite satisfied with the nature that has taken place with regard to these debates. You cannot shy away, of course, from the fact that you will get some dissent within the ANC about some of the decisions that have been made, some of the delegates themselves, senior members of the ANC that are also coming under fire. Let's bring in Prof. Chriselda. What are we expecting from the President's closing address? He seems to be very upbeat about the discussions that have been had.
Well, it's unity is very critical. So he will try to project a sense of unity, that the ANC has now reached some kind of a consensus. But at the same time, my sense is that, especially given what he said earlier, he would want to articulate things that are of interest for himself. For instance, the issues of judiciary, opposition folks going to the courts and this and that. So those are things that he might try to articulate as well, and possibly have some kind of reconciliatory note towards the veterans, because that his critique of the veterans was not received well, and for someone of his age to criticize his peers, it's not proper of a president to do that. Yeah, so he will try to reach out, and President Zuma is a master politician. He can read the mood, so he will say whatever he needs to say, not to look as if he has his back against the wall. So there will be that kind of a reconciliatory message that puts him above board, as if, he's still in control, yeah.
We'll have to see if he does extend that olive branch to the veterans. Prof. Chriselda, just on what we might expect from the President's opening address, but we still have a very long day here at Nasrec, as some of the commissions will report back. We're still expecting a press conference on social transformation, economic transformation as well. But we certainly bring you a whole lot more here from Nasrec as we wrap up the fifth and final day of the ANC's National Policy Conference. Back to you in studio, Eben.